Let's take a look at example 5. Now, example 5 only wants a sketch, so they don't want us to eliminate the parameter. Some of the problems, it could be really messy to eliminate the parameter, or if you eliminate the parameter, you may not get all the values that the actual parametric equation is intended for, especially if they're not defined as functions. So in this case, we're just providing a sketch. T is technically any number, so we'll have to plug in a couple of negatives just to see the direction of these functions. So you're going to have x is equal to t squared, y is equal to t to the third, and x and y. So it's going to get large pretty quickly. So let me plug in 0, and you're going to get x is equal to 0 squared, which is 0. Y is equal to 0 to the third power of 0. Or simply the origin. So we're talking about the first coordinate point. It's going to be the origin, and this is at t is equal to 0. Let's plug in 1 and see the direction of this one. So plugging in 1, you're going to get x is equal to 1 squared, which is 1, and y is equal to 1 to the second, which is 1, or 1 comma 1. So it just tells us the direction that this one's going. It's going to be here. Just for perspective on what is happening on larger values, let me plug in 2. But as I stated before, it's going to get very large very quickly. So in this case, x is equal to 2 to the second, which is equal to 4, and y is equal to 2 to the 3, which is equal to 8. So 4 comma 8. Let me plug it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually already outside my actual scale here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not to scale, but it's going to be way out here. So this is t is equal to 1. And this is t is equal to 2. So t is equal to 2. Okay, so this is the approximate shape of this one. So it's going to be going in this direction as t increases. And we just need a piece on the actual, on the negative t, since this one can be technically any value. So let me start with negative 1. So x is equal to negative 1 squared, which is 1. And y is equal to negative 1 to the third, which is negative 1. So we're looking at 1, negative 1. So that is going to be here. This is t is equal to negative 1. And just one more coordinate point for perspective. So in this case, negative 2, x is equal to, well, in this case, negative 2 squared, which is equal to 4. Y is equal to negative 2 to the third is equal to negative 8. So 4 comma negative 8. So it has the same effect that it had on the positives. And we're going to have to extend this one further down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But in this case, it's going to be negative 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So obviously not to scale, but our coordinate point, it's going to be somewhere here. So this is t is equal to negative 2. So this one, it's going to have let's see, this, give me a minute. So if we plug in 3, so it's going to have this sort of a shape. And let me just put the arrows. Let me pass the, so it'll do this sort of a, okay, so that's the approximate shape of this one. That would be it.